Hello, good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the education of weaker sections in India, constitutional provisions and challenges and solutions which are very important for your TGPSC examination as well as D.Ed, B.Ed and M.Ed and NET examination. Let us start. Who are weaker sections? So the group of people who have systematically disadvantaged due to historical, social, economic factors. What is socially deprived? So those who are facing the discrimination uh, and exclusion based on caste, religion, and social status. Who is economically deprived? Families who are living below poverty line with the limited access to the resource and opportunities. Then culturally deprived. So community with the restricted access to cultural capital and educational resources. So, so the categories included under weaker sessions, basically SC, ST, women, disabled, rural people and minorities, scheduled caste. So historically they are marginalized communities previously treated as untouchables are Dalits, and second comes to the scheduled tribes. So those who are like living in remote and forest region, and women especially in rural areas where there is a gender based discrimination and remains prevalent today, and differently able people or handicapped people, person with physical, mental, or developmental disabilities, and rural, in those who are living in rural area, they are economically disadvantaged families in remote villages areas, and minorities. So minorities may be in the form of religion or linguistic minorities facing the systematic disadvantages in India. So let us focus on their education. So as Nelson Mandela told, so education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So through education one can get the empowerment. So education provides the knowledge and skills needed for self-sufficiency and equality. So education reduces the socio-economic gaps and creates the level playing field. Then it comes to the constitution. Constitution provides some of the uh, sections for the supporting education. Article 46 says that, so it promotes the education and economic interest of the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and weaker sections. Then Article 15 subsection 4, then Article 15 subsection 5 is a special provision for the advancement of the socially backward classes. Then Article 17 says that abolition of the untouchabilities and its practices in any form. Okay, then here the Article 29 says protection of interests of the minorities. Then we'll check that the article 46 says, Article 46 that says that the state shall promote with the special care the educational and economic interests of the weaker sections of the people, and in particular of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, and shall protect them from social injustice and all forms of exploitation. So the Article 46 protecting the SC, ST and weaker sections and minorities from the all the discriminations. So the key elements here: special care for the education and economic advancements and protection from uh, exploitation. It comes to the significance. So direct principles of the state policy, then foundation of the reservation policies, base of education policies. Then it comes to the what is here, the persistence problem in education. So in the weaker sessions or like especially among the SC, ST and minorities, there is a dropout rate is huge, almost 32.4% dropout rate is there in secondary education. And economic barriers. So because of poverty, parents unable to send the their children to the school. Then social discrimination. So it is in the form of untouchability, and this is there in Indian education system. Then missed allocation of the funds. The scholarship funds are often delayed and diverted and imparting the beneficiaries. So that we can say day-to-day life. Then stagnation, wastage in education. So education, what is education? Stagnate. So students repeating the same class multiple years, even though this Right to Information Act is coming. Okay, then like students repeating the same class multiple years, unable to progress due to inadequate learning support, higher repetition rates among the weaker section, almost 14.8% are educationally stagnation. Then education wastage. So student leaving education system prematurely. So there is a dropout rate is also high. Then the government also like whatever they invested, the yield is very limited. Then see the cycle of poverty continues and it is like a cycle. Then government measures, as the government is giving the pre-metric and post-metric scholarship for SC, ST, OBC students. Then seats also reserved in all the education institution from primary to higher. Then midday meal scheme. So nutrition support to improve the attendance and retention. Then Right to Education Act, free and compulsory education for the children from 6 to 14 years. Then special training. So bridge course for out of school children to join appropriate classes. Then success stories. So we can see this. There is almost 100% literacy achieved in Kerala. Okay. See, the planning is decentralized and there is a focus. Then more focus on local communities. Then they focused on girl child education. Then also if you see observe about the tribal education in Odisha, Kalinga Institute of Social Science, okay, provides a free education almost 27,000 plus children. So culturally sensitive curriculum. So residential facilities available and vocational training. Even in Telangana also different like Gurukula systems are there. So social welfare, tribal welfare, or minority welfare, and general welfare. So that everybody can get the access at free of cost. And then there is still challenging in education. There is a fund diversion. So the funds allocated is very less, and the allocated funds also diverted to the other schemes. So then poor monitoring. So there is a lack of effective oversight mechanism implementation of the policies. Then awareness gap. So people don't know, SC/ST people or OBC people don't know what they are having that eligibility to get the beneficiaries. Then there is a digital divide. So limited access to the technology and internet in rural area. Only 25% people are using the internet. So what is the innovative solutions? So community-led initiative. Village education communities with the representatives from the weaker section. Parent teachers partnership for accountability. Local role model as a mentors. Then technology integration. So mobile learning centers for remote areas, offline digital orientation development delivery system, then biometric tracking of prevent dropouts. So identification, map out all the school children from weaker section. Then intervention, customized learning program based on need assessment. Integration, mainstream students into regular education system. Empowerment, so still development of economic independence. So like policy recommendation should be there. So the transparent of fund management, whether it is provided by the central government or the state government. So there is a real tracking system of the fund utilization. Then proper training reformation. Okay, so whether it is pre-training or post-training, teachers should be properly done. Then the curriculum should be a localized one in the context of tribal or marginalized communities. Then the education should be a triple P, that is public-private partnership, so that the skills can be, and also the education should be improved. So the short-term goals may be here. The dropout rate has to be uh, like should come below 15%, and so direct benefit transfers to all the scholarships. Then establish a special educator in all district schools. Then long-term goal like 5 to 10 years, 100% retention of the rate of the secondary education children. Then proportional representation of the higher education, self-sustaining community education. So education for weaker section, then stronger India. When you uplift the most vulnerable, we strengthen the foundation of our entire society and economy. So please do subscribe Mohan's Teaching Corner, and I'm going to come up with the new things. So thank you for watching my channel. All the best for your coming examination.